we're going to get ready to do Purple Book for Tuesday. The first thing we're going to do is rhyming words. So remember, I say and then you say. Our first set of words is dog, hog. Good, they both rhyme. They end in the og. Our next one is you, too. Make, take. Our next one is chip, sip. Good. Our last one is dress, mess. Good, those are rhyming words. Dress, mess, both end in the S. The next thing we're going to do is beginning sounds, so sounds that we hear at the beginning of the word, or at the beginning of our hill as we get ready to go up. Our first word is bird. We hear the B at the beginning of the word. The next one is nice. We hear the N at the beginning of the word. Our next one is dog. We hear D at the beginning of the word. Our next one is here. We hear the H at the beginning. Our last word is top. What sound do you hear at the beginning of T, up? We hear the T sound. Good job. The next one is blending syllables. So we are going to say a word, or I'm going to say a word and have a pause in between where the syllable is. And then we're going to push it together to make the word. So our first word is pumpkin. So we're going to take pumpkin, push it together, and it makes pumpkin. Our next one is hammer. Hammer. Our next one is blanket. Blanket. Absent. Absent. Our last one is baby. What does that make when you put it together? Baby. Baby. Good. The next thing we're going to do is final sounds, so sounds that we hear at the end of our word or at the bottom of our hill. Our first word is yes. What sounds that at the bottom of the hill? We hear the S sound. Our next one is good. We hear the D sound at the bottom of the hill. Our next one is age. We hear the J at the bottom. Our next word is own. We hear the N sound at the bottom. Our last one is live. What sound do you hear at the bottom or at the end of the word of live? It's the V sound. Good. The next thing we're going to do is segmenting syllables. So we're going to take a word and we're going to break it into its syllables. So our first word is basket. So we're going to break that apart. Basket. Our next one is picnic. Picnic. Our next one is carpet. Carpet. Good job. The next one is elbow. Elbow. Our last one that we're going to break apart is until. So you break it apart. Until. Until. Good job. The next thing we're going to do is adding syllables. So we're going to add onto a word. We're going to take one word, add to it, push it together to make a new word. Our first one is meet, add ing. So we're going to take the word meet, add ing, push it together to make meeting. Think, add ing, thinking. Dust, add ing, dusting. Cry, add ing, crying. Our last one is jump, add ing. What word does that make? Jump, add ing, jumping. Good job. The last thing we're going to do is deleting syllables. So I'm going to say a word. I'm going to ask you to leave part of it off and see what words you're left with. Our first one is picking. So picking without the ing. We're going to take the ing off. So picking without the ing leaves us pick. Our next one is fishing. Fishing without the ing is fish. Our next one is kicking. Kicking without the ing is kick. Planting without the ing is plant. All right, our last one is melting. Melting without the ing. What word's left? So melting without the ing leaves us melt. Good job.